What's going on, guys? Okay. Hope you guys had a great trading day out there. Hope you guys been trading well. What's going on, Francisco, Nari, Eid, Shade? What's going on, Abirta? 21K. Just getting everything set up here, guys. Long time no see. I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully you've been doing well. What's going on, Alec? What's going on, Mono? Today is the 5th. Change documents. 21K. Of course, I put 21K in there. I don't see it. Alrighty, guys, just getting everything set up. Hope you guys had a great trading out there. Hope you guys subscribe to the channel. Click the icon for making videos. I'd really appreciate that, guys. What's going on there? What's going on, guys? Alright, so I'm gonna do a quick stream today, okay, guys? Alright, so we're gonna go trading floor. I am live. Going over today's trading day up 1.3 mil. Swing account and 3 straight green days and challenge. Account also starting crypto trading. Alright, there's that. Okay. Grab this and go like that. Copy. Hopefully you guys had a great trading week. Hopefully you guys been trading well. I'm just getting everything set up. Those of you guys who are waiting patiently, I appreciate that. I'm just getting everything set up here. Alright, now I gotta post this on social media quick. Alright, so there's that. Hopefully you guys have been trading well out there. Hopefully you guys have been studying hard. What's going on, Brown? What's going on, Scott, Mark, Tony? What's going on? Just getting everything set up here, guys. What's going on, Monet? What's going on, Tony? What's going on, Mark? Alright, just setting everything up here, guys. As the sun is already kind of setting here where I'm from. Alright, we're going to go. What was it? BT. We're going to go CEI. We're going to go ETH. We can do Bitcoin. Alright, guys. GTE. Alrighty, guys. Hope you guys have been trading well out there. What's going on, Fire? What's going on, Kyle Lehman? As always, what's going on, guys? Alright, I'm live. Cool. Alrighty, guys. Let me go live on TikTok now. Alright, cool. I'll go live now. Alrighty, guys, what's going on? Good to have you guys in, good to have you guys on. As always, subscribe to the channel. And let's go over today's trading day, okay? Let's maximize this here. Alright, so, basically CEI was the main trade of the day. I saw this one tanking, and luckily we had a nice solid bounce on it. We had a bounce here and then a bounce here. And today was a volatile day. And that's usually when I do my best. A volatile day, a liquidity day, and there was stocks moving down 50% and bouncing 30 to 50 to 60%. So when those happen, I'm generally trading my best, okay? So, you can see on CEI today, obviously we had a lot of opportunities. And I'm going to give you guys a couple more seconds to trickle on in here. And then we're going to go over today's day. So flip the camera here. All right. So today, guys, there was a lot of opportunities out there, to say the least, and it was basically mainly just on CEI, but BTBT was another one. I'm sure oh wow, nice movement after hours as well. Bitcoin is kind of moving a little bit. But yeah, guys, so, basically today is going to be just a coverage on CEI. BT, we made a nice scalp on right in here. I think it was, or no, it was like somewhere. It was right in here, and then I sold off right up here. But yeah, today there was a nice opportunistic day, and that would be on CEI, okay? So let's go ahead and cover how we traded CEI today, okay? So CEI, I have two accounts. I have my challenge account, and I have my swing trading account. Well, then I have long-term, and now I have a crypto account. And I just long SHIB in that, but I'm getting used to, there's so many opportunities in crypto that I wanted to have a crypto account. That way I can catch some volatility. And, if I start with a small account and grow into a big account, I'll learn a lot along the way. That's what I always recommend as a trader. When you're learning a new sector or a new craft, always start small and then continue to try and build on it. Whether you're learning football or whether you're learning how to sports bet, I always recommend, at least what's worked for me is starting small. If I blow it up a couple times, so be it. But then, the third or the fourth or the fifth or the sixth or the seventh time, I can restart and have so much knowledge that I've learned from all the blown up accounts to say, okay, I don't need to do that, I don't need to do that. And eventually you start to pick up on what works over time, right? And so, that's kind of been what I've been doing. And so now, I'm trading a little bit of a crypto account, and I'm trying to catch a lot of the volatility in that area. And, I found some free money on Gemini. I remember I had a crypto account in 2018, and I just transferred it over to Coinbase Pro. Bought some SHIB, and hopefully the rest is history. We bought SHIB down at like $17.50, I think was the average. But yeah, so that's that. But CEI, guys, today, as you can see here, we had 3 trades on it, 2 long, 1 short. And, in my inherited IRA, I nailed the first I had 350,000 shares, literally right at 140. I had a great entry on it, and then this thing came up, and we came back down. And I started re-adding on the way down, and I ended up with a 128 average in my inherited IRA with about 950,000 shares, I think it was. And then as you can see here in the challenge account, I had another 230,000 shares. This thing went all the way to 172, okay? I ended up locking profits somewhere in here. Now, I was going to lock over 150 in the challenge and the inherited. But we ended up getting halted, and at that point, I'm like, okay, here we go. I didn't want, any kind of news to break, and of course, I'm in this now thinking maybe an offering, maybe some bad news. And honestly, it just came out basically them just defending themselves. CEI was defending themselves, and that was a good thing, but it came down hard, and it went all the way back down to 112, and it was hard for me not to get shaken out of my position. But I really wanted to let it, consolidate, and we consolidated and ripped right back up and went through the highs, and I started selling right in here. And then, of course, this thing goes to 170. And then I ended up taking a little bit of a short on it at 170 right up in here and covered it underneath 160. And then, of course, this thing's now down to 130. But it'll be interesting to see what happens tomorrow. But I ended up making across both accounts, about $200,000 on CEI alone, which was awesome. It wasn't an easy trade, but those are generally my bread and butters. When something's tanking like that, I generally trade my best, especially with that much volume. How many shares did it trade today? It traded 845 million shares, well over $1 billion traded on this name today. So, when you see that kind of liquidity and that kind of volatility, I'm always going to be there. I'm always going to try and take a trade on it. Now, I didn't trade it as well as I could have in the challenge account, and it ended up being down quite a bit in the challenge account. But it doesn't matter. 3 straight green days in the challenge account. We're back over $300,000 in the challenge account, and that's basically it. It's been kind of a tough ride for the challenge account over the past couple weeks, but the goal, guys, is not to focus on P&L, but just to make consistent, solid trades with solid risk-off levels and make sure to stick to my plan, my process, my strategy. And that's generally when I trade my best. I generally trade my best when, that happens. And, with that being said, one of those things where, trading is not easy, especially when you're trading with size, because it takes one solid trade to make a huge trade, right? But that's where I get myself in trouble is, I take trades that I shouldn't be taking because I'm trying to take big time trades and there really isn't enough liquidity. So, CEI was a great trade today for me across both multiple accounts. And, at the end of the day, that is what it is. And that's about it today, guys. A couple of solid trades. I didn't trade my best on the names. It wasn't easy to hold through this washout here, but I think it trapped more shorts, and then they were forced to cover. And we're up $21,000 in the challenge account, another $195,000 in the inherited IRA, and that's that. So, you guys have any questions, comments, concerns on that today? What are your thoughts on the CEI pump and dump? There's stocks that go up and there's stocks that go down, and it's our job to take advantage of the price action, and that's it. Anything in between there's always opportunity. There's always price action to take advantage of, and that's something that, I need to make sure I do better at and continue to grow on as a trader. Okay? What other questions do we have? Roku, do all the gaps get filled in the tickers? No. That's not true at all. All the gaps do not get filled on the tickers. What's your thoughts on BMRA? I remember this one being on the scanner and looking like a good chart setup. But it closed really weak, so that's off my radar most likely. What do you think about any... watching that one tomorrow, nice recovery. Then you can make a move in tomorrow. You're welcome, Susie. What are the questions? 80% average on all gaps. No. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that one. Any other questions, guys? Questions, comments, concerns, guys? So FAMI was I think $1 million trade I made. This one had a ton of liquidity. I bought we had a perk off, and then I bought the dips, and then I sold it the next day on the overnight at 46 average. That was a big trade. JJ, don't thank me. Thank your planning process and your strategy. I just spot ideas. The rest is history. Trend or down. What do you think is most important about psychology to control when you're trading? It's important to control your losses, and generally, if I have a red trade in my hands and it's down more than 1% to 2%, that's generally an entries problem. So there's no reason for me to hold it. House update? Any walkthroughs yet? Yeah, we're making some good progress. We got 3 out of the 5 fireplaces in. The floor is coming in. October 22nd, the 8-foot-long fireplace or the 7-foot-long fireplace comes in. There's a lot of process going on in the golf simulator. We have some concrete poured, some permitting going on. So, yeah, we're making some progress. I'll probably make an update here in the next couple of weeks, to be honest, 3D. Take care, man. Just watching the Yankees-Red Sox game. Yeah, I wish it could be the Mariners, but it is what it is. A little bit more detail on that first order on CEI when you took your initial... No, CEI, I started taking entries on it actually right down, right in here. And then I took my first entry in the inherited IRA at 140. But I ended up with a 147.5 average on my big position in the challenge account. So not the greatest of averages, but it still worked out well. In the inherited, I took 140, then I took 130s, and then I bought some down 110. And that was it. So 128 average. I did a little bit worse in the challenge account, but it's a smaller account. And I just averaged on the way down. First hold, second hold, third hold. I like to long the third hold, especially when it's that kind of move down. I'm hoping for a big day in progress. Awesome. Okay, hopefully it goes well with that. Shiba, yep, that's something that I'm in. Shiba's perking right now. What do you tell yourself when you lose a trade? Honestly, I've been doing this for 3-4 years now. I've taken a $3,000 to $1 million account, so I know no matter what market, I always have the opportunity. No matter what I bring my account down to, I always know I can bring it back up. So that alone is a big advantage when I'm trading. What do you shoot for as percentage gain? It just depends on the setup. It really depends on the setup. In a slower market, maybe 5-10%. In a hotter market, 50 to 100%. Katia, what's going on? 7-1 GB, what's going on? Entree Purist, what's going on? Doge next? Yeah, we'll see. Love to know your thoughts on METX. METX. Yeah, it's definitely getting crushed. We'll see. You know, I think it needs at least 1 to 2 more lows unless 29 holds for the next couple days. Michi's outside the room today. What's going on, Diego? Good to have you on, man. Matthew Mastando, what's going on? Thank you for the dedicating to do these trainings despite what folks say. You're welcome. I look up to you, Cam. I appreciate that. Any other questions, guys? I'm going to answer some more questions on TikTok. I appreciate every single one of you guys subscribing to the NorMagnalTrading.com community.